Hello everyone, Harry here, welcome to my studio. Thank you very much for tuning into episode 2. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Those chords are good. I like those for the time being, but I'm going to mute them, stick them down there, and just see if I can find some rhythm in here. Right, okay, that's moderately interesting. I think my biggest thing with stuff like this is that I just like to keep it moving. You can go back and change anything at any time, but you just want to keep progress going, so don't get bogged down too much on a section. I don't know what this section's going to be yet. It could be a chorus, it could be an intro, it could be a verse. I literally don't have a clue. I don't have anything in mind at the moment, so the important thing is just to keep it moving. Chuck stuff in, you can take it out whenever you want, you can mute stuff, you can delete stuff, you can, do you know what I mean? It's the beauty of working in the DAW, so yeah, so I'll stick something in with a little bit of rhythm and see how that feels. Quite like that actually. Okay, so this is a point where, to be honest, I just twiddle. I just sit and twiddle, because quite often you'll find there might be one note somewhere that can just completely change how all of it sounds. So I usually put it on loop and just sit and just jam to it basically for a while until I find something that I like. So I found another guitar line that I like. I'll stick it in. I don't know whether I'm going to use it. I don't know what I'll use, but I find an easy way to kind of get started with things is just to kind of chuck stuff at it and see what sticks, basically. So I'll probably end up with guitar bits all over the place. It's not a waste of time though, because what you can do is some of this might become a bit for a verse or something, and because we're working a DAW, I can just copy and paste a guitar line that I like. It might become like a little underpin for a verse, it could be a lead line for a middle eight or something, or for an outro, but it'll usually get used unless it's terrible, so I'll stick it in and we'll see what we're up to. One thing to definitely stress at this point is that I don't really spend any time getting performances good. As long as it's enough to understand what I was trying to do, then that's more than enough for me. I think I quite like this as a bit of an intro actually. I really like this chord pattern, especially over that lead line, but for like an intro I just don't think it really works. So what I'm probably going to try, so I've muted those. I'll tell you what, I can get rid of that. I've got the chords there, so they're muted. What I'm going to have a go is moving those onto these, just the standard left-right stereo tracks for the guitars, and put some bass on and see if a bass line or something, and maybe twiddle with the drums a little bit just for an intro kind of thing. Just kind of, I'm just going to put it on loop and just see if I can get something to stick on it. I still don't know if I want it to be kind of like a hard-hitting thing or like a dancey kind of thing. I'll just have a playthrough and see if I can find anything that works. I've stuck some basic bass on there. And then I listened back to it, and it's quite cool, but it's nothing near what I expected it to sound like. So what I did was I went and walked away, went and had a smoke, got a cup of tea, had some lunch, and had a good think about it. And essentially I've kind of formulated a bit of a plan. So I always find it really handy to just walk away from stuff. I'm sure it's the same with anything that you're doing. If you get to the point where you feel like you're banging your head a little bit and you're not making the progress you need to, either stop and move on to something else, or walk away, have a little bit of a think, and then go back to it. So I did the latter, because obviously I'm trying to make this video as well, so I can't really just sack it off. What I thought of, I'm getting a little bit bogged down trying to make an intro, which is the same as trying to write a chorus. Trying to write a chorus is incredibly difficult because, especially vocals-wise and melody-wise, because it's the most important bit of the song. It's the bit of the song that everyone remembers. It's the bit of the song that you want people to sing along to. So, intro and choruses, if you obsess over them too long, I find that you just end up bashing your head against stuff and you're never going to make any progress. And when you do make progress, it's going to be shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to a verse. I've had an idea whilst I sat downstairs for a verse, basically stealing what I've done here. Just copy and paste everything because it saves an awful lot of time. What is the bass like? Don't want that for the verse, but what I do want, so I want the piece that we started with, but I'd quite like it to be on quite a dry channel. I mean, that as a verse with lyrics over the top. Instantly dope. I love it. Right, okay. We're getting somewhere. Hello again. Thank you very much for watching. Please find the next video, and I'll see you there.